Okay, well, we're on. Hello. Let's get started. Let's see what we can get ourselves up to today. I do already have a bug on the screen. Well, I have a few bugs actually. It's address point one. This button here is for some reason this small. These don't exist. God knows why. I'm currently confused myself. So what I want to do is open debug. No pun intended. What we're going to try to do, figure it out. So we're missing the stat. No, we're missing prod, resume, and decon. So I dragged these in intentionally. A little confused. I want to try something intentional. Do they exist? If I do that, is it going to show up now? Nope. I press J. Have I just really typed Polish lowercase? Oh. Right. So, side note, I was getting distracted because we're having Polish translations. What is this actually a bug or is something else gone wrong here? Refresh instance. Right. So I've opened a second instance. We're going to use the second one. So that's this one here, guys. If we click on main, so this one is currently set to have no value. This one's set to have a value. Production, pause production is in the right place. That's fine. So we're looking for MGR. So build MGR resume. There's only one way to test this. If I intentionally set this to... Did that fix itself instantly? It didn't. Strange. I said it is true that it's hidden. I suspect it is actually just updating it straight away and I'm not getting the result feedback. No, it's... Aha. So resume wasn't even on the same level. Okay. Right, one sec. Do that. Let us switch to our normal screen. I know it's black right now because you're all seeing that. Don't know why... Oh, yeah, because I'm on the small screen. Right, so that's what this is showing up, which is exactly where it is. Okay. Delete that. Code. We're looking for... Let's see. Bingo. There's it. There's the issues. So you see there's pause prod, pause resume, pause decon. They're not called that, are they? They're called pause prod, resume, and decon. That's problem one. So if we take out the following, I don't know how I managed to make that mistake, but I did, so you know. Where's the button values? Here they are. Decon button and just resume button. Is that still correct? Yeah. Okay, preview. Okay, go to main. I should make it somewhere else over the main, like over here, so that's a flyover every time. Still no text. Okay. That's fine. Something else we're missing then, isn't there? Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah. Oh, forgot about those. That's fine. Empty's got nothing in it yet. That's also fine. We're still not getting the result we want. So something is still missing. Now these shouldn't be in there, but I'm going to gamble that that's part of the issue. Nope. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Let's have a see. So, Well, I've cast the scene open for this guy. That's why you're on seeing the scene when I'm doing this. While I'm getting feedback-wise, they're both present and there. Which doesn't add up. No instance called. Build MGR. Pause. Recon. Decon. Aha! So we know it's still trying to do it. Okay. Tell me where. Not mentioned in this script. Is it mentioning you? It is. Is it mentioning you? It is. Found it. Save. Update. Right, so all I've changed there is the actual bit of text with that. So if I go to anything pause, yep, there's only one in there now. If I go into you. Anything in you I need to see? Pause prod? No, perfect. What about within you? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Turn that off. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's working as intended. The only thing that isn't working as intended is this and this. Save. Okay. And turn the module back on for map scaler, and we should see it appear. And we don't. We'll reopen again. Okay. Still nothing? Now this is just strange. The buttons here? The buttons are even there. Debugger, info, and global variables. My first inclination is they're not being loaded. You know what, hang on. Pause this again. Start debug preview. Instantaneous. There is no instance called this. Okay. Search. Nada. Okay. Searching the whole game for this one issue. Nada. Okay. Do you have it? Nope. You're saying you don't have that bug. Do you have it? Nope. Okay. Turn that module off. Those are the outdated code modules. They should be disabled globally. Yeah, they are good. What's my... Oh, wait. This is a different error now. We've got a new error. Okay. Take me to that. Pause prod. Right, we'll fix this in a minute. Let me first find this error. Here's this error. Fix that. Okay, update that. Okay, we found the fix for problem 1, which was you being the wrong size. Yep, bingo. Now we've got to find problem 2. What view are we on right now? We should be in edit, right? Or is it info? It's one of the two. One of the two. Let's find out which one. Global variables. It usually takes about a few seconds to load, so we shall sit here and twiddle our thumbs. Oh, come on, it should have loaded faster than that. How's it's just lagging? Okay. That's a great start. Let me make the console a bit smaller because the console's kind of in the way. I can't edit the. There we go. We're looking for not tree now. We're looking for state clicked value 1. Okay, no, that's right. You just sent me a file? Copy of camera zoom. We're on info. Okay, so what is set to info? That's what we need to know right now. Bear in mind, the way it's running is it's using little simple things here. So info has a few things, granted. Okay, I've got a plan. So that's core. That's info. And this is edit. Update that. What do we get now? Nothing. Reopen it. We're having fun today, ain't we? Oh, right, so we found a bug. Oh, no we're not. We've not. It's a typo. There you go. Fixed. Update. Game should be good as gold. Cool. Still nada. That works fine. Strange. Right. Let's save that. We're going to make a bit of a jank edit. We're going to edit as we go along here, right? So what we know right now is this is here. When I click this, do we get any response at all? We do. It registers it's been clicked. It's also saying there's no such instance called build menu. Clearly there is because I'm staring at it. Right. I know what it means. Is the old and new line of code. Yeah. Fix that. Build menu. Okay, that was all that was. Let's reload it. We got the same error? Nope, no errors. Bingo. It took 71 milliseconds for serialization to run in the run game. Time game. Okay, cool. Good. Good to hear. Right, what I've done now is I'm going to make this big edit. So I made the backup because what I'm going to do is every single item's going in core, which might sound first stupid because it is. Reason why though, which can make more sense in a second, is everything will then show up without fail. My logic being we'll fill it in as we go. break the game? It doesn't. As we see, nothing shows. Bingo. Right. So this currently is empty, right? That's the version we're in. So what we need for empty is the following. Open new. Also needs that. I update this. We should see. We already have them showing up actually. Strange. Good. Now then, empty should only have the back button and the build pause button, so we'll build that. A lot easier than it sounds. I'm just copying off the core list as it's in order. And then as for text, it should have title. Types, notes, produced. Let's just grab them all for a second and let's just throw them in and we'll delete the ones that aren't needed after we're done. I think I need to rerun it to get it to run properly. Right, just to check it's not doing this one, is it? Yeah, that hasn't got code to run it, that's fine. We are in empty, this is empty. Empty has... What's it built? It built them? It has indeed built them. Let's click on ones at random. I intentionally go this way. Am I going to get told it moved? Yeah. So they're all there apparently. They're all visible. Clearly not. That. Any errors? Nope, just no text showing up. The buttons are showing up there though. That's a bit strange. Okay. Trying to spot what's wrong. If I do them as a slice for now, I think if I slice them together, that should be enough to get them to show all on all scenes. Right? Interesting. That indeed did not work. Well, simple copy and paste job should do it. So grab all the core, which has every item in it, and paste them inside each of the consts. That should do it. Let's reopen the game. I know what to do. If I get rid of core briefly. So the way it's working, and I'm understanding it now slowly, is obviously core is the core items, the things that we want to keep constant. Problem with that is, yeah, thought so. It says core's not defined. That's fine. What we'll do, we'll just get rid of the items in core for a minute then. Does shit all. Right, interesting. Wasn't expecting it to do shit all, I'm honest. So that's why we made the backup copy anyway, guys. So we could go back and make sure that this isn't an issue. Okay, update. Boom. Right. So I'm currently in that build, and what we're getting is nada. Interesting. Status. This is the edit build. 1 minute. Do I get more information info? I don't. In fact, I'm missing information. Right, try this again. I'll grab a drink real quick. Got me a drink. Hey. Hmm. Um. That's what I've done. I'm gonna break it down. So when we view this, there's all these different assets, right? I have done the following as a way of testing this. In empty, I've made it so that it deletes the output value text, okay? In info, I've made it delete the efficiency, and in edit, I've made it delete the workforce value. They're random ones, I know. So when I update this code now, everything but those should show in specific scenes. So if I'm on this view right now on edit, I shouldn't see workforce, but I should see these two. That is the theory. Now, don't hold your breath because this is programming, okay? I'm expecting it to go horribly wrong. Aha! Bingo. Right. Perfect. So, Let's start breaking it down, shall we? These are required assets now. These are the not required. So, am I correct to understand? Okay, 1 minute. I need to test something here. If I put decon all the buttons, let's grab all of these real quick. If I put these all in edit, is it going to delete them? Have I wrote the code backwards? Yes, I have. Okay. wait, no, I'm in info. Yeah, it's backwards because it doesn't rebuild them. Interesting. Okay. So if we go to info, we don't want resume. Let's do it this way. We don't want resume, we don't want decon. Alright, there we go. Bingo. We've got this. Cool. Now then, also on that, we don't want... well, the efficiency values would be a star. We don't want them. We don't want the output value for this. Cool. Slowly getting rid of stuff. Some title, yeah. So we don't want output, don't want. Copy. Easier to do that way. Yep. Pardon me. Bingo. And then all I'm going to do to fix this, he says, is do that. Haha. What else are we missing here, guys? I think that looks good. Also, there's a translation issue. We need to get these translations working, but that's correct. I might change the back button to mean close or exit, not back. Did I really just spell when wrong? Aye. This is why I hate documentation. I put the N before the E, but still, I'm typing too fast. My brains keep up me. So when it changes things, yada yada. Cool. Yeah. So new task. Translations. If I turn them on, what happens? Oh. Is it me or does the text look blurry? It does. Go turn that off. Turn that off. Run that. maybe I've never noticed that until just then. Yeah, no, it's normal. It's just it looks blurry with that font. Let's fix that a little then, shall we? So, oh, how do we fix that though? That's the question. Well, let's start with title. Title is size 14. 1 pixel bigger. No, it doesn't change much. Is it set to? It's set to bold. Okay, is it by any chance pause is set to bold? Pause, prod, regular, resume, regular, decon, regular. Oh. Oh, back. Back is set to regular. Back is set to 12 font though. Like anything bigger for back wouldn't make much sense. Yeah. Well, 3 looks a bit clearer on back, but no, we'll keep it as it is. It's, yeah. Huh. I'm just spamming it to see if it breaks anything. Oh, wait. These aren't changing. Ah, no. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's right. They're not supposed to because they got values and value translations going a separate part of code. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's correct. We don't need to worry about it for now then. So I want to fix this part first. 1 minute. Let's go to the map code. Make an AND statement with 2 of these. True. Change U to build MGR. Build MGR. MGR. Update. Always been that way? It's supposed to be. Oh, I see why. Right. All of these conditions are true. Right, hang on. Do an OR and then 2 ANDs, and that'll do it. Copy, paste, build. MGR. Build. MGR. Okay. Strange. I've got a second idea then, I guess, if I get rid of that. Put that there. Strange. Turn you on. I click text. None of them are working. Great. Update that. That's fine. There we go. Because see this? It doesn't do it through that, but it will the minute you click off. So my theory is if I do this, do build MGR, build base. I mean, no, it's annoying. Why just do that? What do you do? So the issue is it's getting reactivated in the code. Reason for that is it's not listed as a, how do I say this? It's not listed as a collision. So what's happening is we're disabling if you make contact with this. We're not disabling if you don't make contact with this, enable this. So basically they're colliding, so it's saying turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on. So we're seeing it in that split second. It's not doing anything, so it's disabled. The disabling code is separate to that, you see. So disabling code's like, yeah, I can't do anything with that. You're just having an effect. It's logging it, but it's not logging it's failed. In fact, it's logging it being successful, but it's not actually be able to do anything. Which is not the kind of log you want to see coming out of this when building it. No pun intended. Okay, so in other words, now they can't turn on if in collision with this or this. Still does it somehow. How is this happening? I think I know how. We re-add our OR statement. In collision with this or in collision with this, do this. Texas is working. You see that? It's not perfect. I also forgot we clicked on main. Right. Do that. Nope, still forgets it. Still forgets it. Jesus Christ. You know what? I've got an easier solution. This is going to take a minute. Bear with me, chat. There we go. Right. Bingo. Now then. Delete that. Delete that. Okay. They're all active when that's false, so we'll make it false statement. Can we live with it? I mean, for now, yes, it's a bug though. We're aware of it though. Not an easy fix for this, that's the problem. At least not an easy fix I'm seeing. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to what we're doing. So this is info, this is this. Okay. So the text on that needs to change. So this is empty, so temporary string empty, is it called? Temporary but build status, which will be empty, right? Build, click, build a view, la view. Okay. Temporary variable equals empty. Let me see if oh, hang on. Am I editing the wrong code? Yeah, I am. Oops. Alright, 1 second. Let's just check. I'm going to take a few minutes break and we'll come back. Okay, we're back. So, what I'm currently doing, and I'm going to close the preview so you can see me, is we're making it so we're going to reuse bits of this code by taking out these values. And I'm going to show you what's next in a second. It's a little complicated, this, but we're basically going to click through every few, delete off those. Right, do I need to do this? 1 minute. Can I not just... Ah, right, I could just do it that way. Yep, get rid of that. There's an easier way, guys, an easier way. Right, do that. Idle. I knew I wrote this out for some dumb reason. This is how I'll get carpal tunnel, this, isn't it? My wrists. Oh, just a second. There we go. Wait, are any of these focus? Why are you? Oh, you're one of the legacies, yeah. Nevada has a weird layout, same as California, because they were both the testing grounds, no pun intended. My testing grounds for how I want this to work. Both because they have really strange shapes, and it's an early day test. Okay, let's test that for now. Don't want to do every single one else in case there's an error. If I click on you, or you, Q, you see how some are idle and they don't react? Bingo. This works. This idea is great. I should remember California is also legacy. Yep, there we go. How many more? Oh, Jesus. This is the kind of thing a local on the computer AI could be able to do if you don't trained it. Oh, my hand. In a second, guys, because it is a lot of clicking. Delaware, Arizona. Why is Delaware got a weird layout? What? Yeah, Delaware was a legacy one. Getting strange. Alabama Legacy is the order in which they're listed in. This is the correct listing. Delaware a second ago was a weird layout. Okay, preview time. Oh, forget main. Do that. Disables the map. Keeps that enabled. Oh, that is so better. I'm so happy I realized I did that in the past and forgot all about it. Oh, that is... Yep. I am happy with that indeed. And if I press ask, they come back alive straight away. Do I have this open? Yeah, it lets me click through, but the minute I toggle you, it doesn't. Yes! Okay. Great. Small wins, guys, small wins. Now then. I wanna... go back to here. So we got data set, which is you. Let's test you. Good, that means construction. Yep. It is a bit crappy to read. Why is this text so... It's because it's not Ukrainian. Then this text is readable. Huh. And then this is readable, so I don't know why it's so... you know... I might copy whatever's this text to this, just to see if that makes it better. So let's try that. I'm going to keep the window open because this is a live edit, so this should apply almost instantly. This doesn't, you know, overcomplicate things. So we're looking at the back text, okay. We want to change the back text to match the module. Module is bold, Roberto, and back is regular. That just looks cleaner. Huh. Now I'm questioning myself why we don't use that for small text. I mean, I have got a 4K monitor, so it's definitely not helping it. Let's try something. Now the stream, bear in mind, is filmed in 1080, sorry, 4K as well, in theory. It's rescaling it as expected. I mean, it's... If anything, this now looks smaller down here. Like, very tiny difference. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool, go with that. Just to check. Didn't break any of the loops, did I? No. Good. I love GDeveloper. You can switch a 2D to a 3D. Oh, but the map was never made for this. Oh, yeah, this isn't how it was made to render stuff, but it is cool that you can do it. It appears at certain angles it doesn't like it. Ooh, I don't think I like that either. Why does it do that? So blurry. How do I move forward then? Do I have to... This just feels weird. Go back to 2D. Oh, I never noticed that actually. Hang on a minute. So there the boxes in... It doesn't render them. Oh, so this can make it look more natural. So this is what I was on about before. If I click on, say, California, pressed focused idle, it's the default. Pressed idle focus is the default here. Now, for whatever reason, was it Delaware, guys? Does anyone remember which state it was? Delaware? I remember it was someone up here. Yeah, Delaware. Yeah, look, press focus up. Fix that order. It's not a legacy state. Why has it got the order in the first place? I actually don't know though. That's strange. Okay, what should we work on next then? So, your clips, right? Your clip. So let's fix the back. So back's going to depend on what it is. So these two, it should be exit or close. Close sounds more appropriate because, yeah, what language was that? That doesn't feel right. There's a bug. Aha. I know my Spanish. Therefore, I know that the other, like, Portuguese and that is wrong. Why? Brazilian Portuguese, for clarification. ENUKSP. ES. SA. And JA, not JP. It's me making a typo, not fixing it. I had a piece of code and they're fixing it for me, but I was being lazy by doing it that way. Right. Huh. There we go. That looks right for Spanish. I'm so happy I recognize that straight as I'm back in Spanish. So check, yep, do these scale okay? They do. Do you scale okay? You do. Nothing's blurry, nothing's gonna move off whack, is it? No. I can do this, this, and this, and you're not gonna glitch. Good. Good. And then to check I can click other states. Doesn't open when I click these. Very good. Right. Time on. Oh, we got plenty of time. Cool. Well, if I'm going at a good hour. Good hour into doing this. Good. Let me quickly send a text, guys, and then we'll continue. Oh yeah, that was me. I just read a transaction thing. It's like you've spent this money. I'm like, when? Hello? Is someone stolen from me? It's not. It's, to be fair, it is me. Just me not remembering I did it. I had to put 9:30 tomorrow. Ah, sucks. That sucks big time. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was what message before on this phone? Nope, new number. So for teacher. I got some Ukrainian. Yep. Bye. Just to check anything you. Right. So back to what we're doing. So click on main. Yeah. I might change it so these do show and we just say not applicable. No building exists. Right. As I stretch. Let's have a look quickly. What's the building types again? I need the building type names. Hmm. Is he hungover? You having a hangover? Sorry, guys. I was looking at Telegram briefly. And his little emoji face is like the most drunk possible emoji not to patch. You change your emoji to that, you look hung over. Yeah. Oh yeah. Great. Fucking great. Okay, so I'm looking for the list of items. I got so distracted then. Where is the list? Listy. Is the list? No, it is not the list. It's definitely a list. Right, let's have a quick look. So building... Not that. Buildings... Here it is. Okay, so... right. Polymer processing facility, electronic manufacturing facility. The fuck does that mean? Are you making the piss? Elastomer processing. No. We'll go with rubber, synthetic rubber plant. Because that's just gonna confuse people. No one's gonna know what the fuck that means. Right, hang on, they might have an idea because it'll tell them what it makes. Yeah, no, we can use that then. Fuck it, let's use the technical words. As much as that's confused the shit out of me. Okay. So what we need to do now, this will be a bit of fun, we need to identify the way we're going to know what type of building it is. So we're going here, buildings, type. So it's, oh god, this is going to be a pathway. Let's write this down then. So it's game save dot old new states dot one dot building. Oh, that's an I. Oops. Change it to color. Dot buildings. Dot slot data and data. Dot slots. Dot no, hang on. All this Y. Building. Dot building type. Oh my god, that's a pain, yes. So what we're going to say is X is the state, value, which is found at temporary variable. Was copying this. Temporary variable, state clicked value, and y is the building. Oh, hang on. How are we measuring when the building? Which building's clicked? Now I'm confused. Strange. Teams just signed me out saying I've been signed by my organization. Don't know why. Just signed back in. That's why stuff says like, signed out by who? How? What? What? Where? When? By? Wait, hang on. So... Right, okay, so I need to simulate this real quick, because I need to know which button does it. Let's do that quickly. Okay, all I need to do to check this is I click main, click this. This should be 1, so I'm looking for a value of 1 under buildings. Right, let's have a see. Where's my list of buildings gone? Okay, right, so I found it anyway. It was saving it, was just not saving it. I'd named it, it just made its own temporary variable. That's fine. It's a bit strange, but you know, what I need to do is probably add that variable, make life a bit easier. Now, gotta love the game when it makes you have to think about things. Refresh this 1 sec. Let's It's take a minute to render that in again, isn't it? Do you like it saying there's no scene called contracts? Oh, the debugger did not let me pressing contracts. There is a scene called contracts, though. That's the weird bit. No scene called contracts. No scene called contracts. No scene called contracts. Do you not like me now, game? Is that what it is? Oh, jeez. Funny that. Okay, so in our list, guys, we have FAC metal, which is this. We have FAC polymer, FAC electronics, FAC. I think a better name than FAC, don't I? Jesus Christ. FAC means factory for those that don't know. Why is it called FAC headquarters then, actually? 1 minute, what? I'm FAC research. I guess I stuck with the convention. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the sheet in so this can run that. Okay, what? Fucking stupid. Update. Didn't even work. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, boże, boże. Jesus. Let's think of a way to fix this, shall we? I'm really trying to think how we can fix this. I'm stuck. Right. Plans. So. One minute. Turn that off. Come over here. What is producers? Go. So metal, plastic, rubber, metal, plastic, rubber, electronics, research. Fuck, what's the other two? Jeez, I'm an idiot. 1 minute. Metal, plastic, research. Prototyping and testing, manufacturing, coordinating, and management. They should be in the order it goes in, right? Oops, nope, don't delete that. Okay, so if I was to call it, let's find one random one. Let's call it Research Center, right? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run a preview and we're gonna edit it live. And we're gonna say that the global variable, and we're going to open it first. So, this one. I gotta wait for it to load. Jeez. Take your time, game, don't worry. Just take your sweet, sweet time. Care about items, don't care about the news. Here it is, buildings, slots, slot data. Oh, max depth reached. Game, I disagree. You know why I disagree? Because the other thing has got a deeper depth and that's working fucking fantastic over here. I mean, it's got one extra depth than I can make. Yeah, so the debugger can't handle it, apparently. Apparently G develops too primitive to handle a depth of 6 variables, guys. Fucking fantastic. Right, do it manually. I hate that. I really do hate that. That is really stupid. You're telling me it can't handle the depth? Absolute crock. The stupid thing is, they know that. They absolutely know it's crock. They know what they're on about. They know what they're doing. Is unlocked. True. Is occupied. True. Apply. Now this might not update live. Yet won't. It's fine though. We all hate GDevelop. Some things they do great, other things they do horribly. Headquarters. Headquarter. This is translating. Question is the translation correct? Of Ukrainian, because I'm now doubting it myself. Does that really say headquarters apartment? Am I understanding that right? I can't have having to message a more famous YouTuber who's Ukrainian just to ask him if that looks right. Grandma, we need you. I can say it's correct. Is it though? Because the second word in that is apartment. Nope, totally valid. What, nope, totally valid. Is it? Later. Headquarters. I need to see this on a chart. Okay, the only difference is it should have a dash. Okay. Strange. It makes no sense that though. That's so. So it should say here, right in between the two words, it should have a dash. According to the dictionary, at least. I mean, it's not a mandatory rule, but apparently it needs a dash in there. Which, yeah, I guess if it needs a dash, it needs a dash. Just a bit wild, but you know. That's irony. So back to what I was doing. If I was to run an update now, is this gonna break it? Probably is. Nope. In fact, the update fixed it. Produces coordinates. Okay, maybe take out the produces part. That's an error on my part though. Making a note of this. Right, so we need to take out the word produces. That's not too hard. I guess, because it's only like a produces plus and then the value. Just disable it when it doesn't need to say produces. I mean, these aren't switching now. I don't know why they ain't switching. That is the wild bit. Trying to spot where this plus thing is. It's not just called produces plus, by the way. Because why would it be? Because produces itself is on a dictionary of translations. I'm trying to find it. Yep, of course, I haven't named anything close to what it is. Thank you, translators. I don't know who came with this decision, but let's find it. How's your day going anyway? Sorry, I know you came out the blue and said it's correct, but I'm just like, huh? And out of curiosity, do I know you, like, off here? Kind of trying to work out who you are now, because if you're saying it's correct, you must know Ukrainian, right? Speaking of which, is the Spanish and Japanese working? It is. A tiny bit, okay. I know that's not running yet. I'm doing it line by line, where I'm just making sure they run one at a time and not just turn them all on. Otherwise, for example, as you saw, I wasn't sure about that being said right, because the problem is when I do it, if I make the translation, it's bound to have an error. That just happens. And if it's not me making the translation, and it's a translator doing it, And I think he may have misunderstood the context, which is common. It's fine. Because when they see it on a portal. They have access to a portal I've made where they go on it, and all they get informational-wise is, here's a list of translations, and they will look at that list and they make the best decision on what they think that word should be in their language, their native language. Most of them have played games, obviously, so they'll have an idea of where it's going with this context, and they get a brief about what the game is. But sometimes menu options, like for example up here, might not work perfectly in English as to Ukrainian, because this should actually say exit, because we're closing this. If I was to exit out of it, we're not going back to another menu because the menu's here. So you see the tiny error there? So that's not on them, that's on me, and then they've gone along with that. To be fair though, back was already translated a billion times. It's not like they've done extra work on every time they've had to write it. Back is just in the dictionary of words that it's pulling from, that the game has, and back is its own name format for what it is. But really we should use the exit one. To update that, it will take mere seconds, maybe a minute tops, to find it where it is in the code, and then to correct it. But to do that correctly is a different thing. Because what you need to remember is when we have, and I need to do this quickly, one sec, we'll building 1 is occupied, false, do that, update. That shouldn't change live. It did change live. Okay. Oh, wait. Does this work? This works as well now. Damn. Yeah, okay, it's getting snappy. What was I saying? Where was my brain at? Yeah, so, fuck, where was my brain at? If we were to build a building now, using the construct, which actually is also working, it is, that in itself would be, you know, an issue. I'm going to get rid of status here. I don't want to add a translation for status. That would make no sense in my mind. I think it's easier just to hide status, as empty lot should be obvious enough to the user that, hey, this place is just collecting dust. You're doing nothing with it. So where are you from? What country, sorry? If you don't mind me asking. Where is it? So we're taking out the status and producers when the scene is empty. And it's still visible. Okay, I thought so. This is somehow considered edit, which this isn't the edit scene for a fact. So where in the code has it gone wrong? Now even I'm confused. Yeah, it says build view empty. Empty for some reason collides with edit? I'm confused. Or perhaps, more likely, it just didn't update when I made the change then, and that's why it didn't do diddly squat. I am skeptical that is the cause for that. However, I've been known to be wrong. Russia. Okay, cool. I'm trying to find this. Sorry, I sound less interested. I'm just like, I'm trying to find where the frick this is. 2,000 lines of code later. Where is this? Fucking... I'm going to indulge myself for a second. I found it, but why? Why in this code? Or more better asked if I'm looking for it. Where in the code is empty referenced? Wait, if I switch back to you... Ah, whoa, okay. I think I know what's going on here. I just realized. Yep, so we need to go back to where we added that. Take it out. I'm going to suspect it didn't update properly. What the fuck is going on here? This makes no sense. Okay, this is info only. Right, hang on. My brain actually hurts. This makes no sense. Jesus Christ. Why is it? Think. Think. What the f is it doing? So status, producers, and type. They're all at 714, 185, 210, 231 simultaneously. Type is 250 by 17, and producers and status is 250 by 15. All that's irrelevant debugging information, but thank you for telling me that. If I was to take out producers and type from the core, update this. Yeah. Okay, wait. We changed that one line. So what I'm going to do, guys, we're going to make two edits here. Two specific edits. I'm going to explain them and show them in a minute. We're going to edit the following two things. We're going to edit one, how the fuck the list works. Right now, the way this list works is the list will have a list of things we don't want to see on the scene, and it will clear it. That, I feel like, is just being a fawn, because then I'm taking away things instead of adding them. So instead, we're going to have it so we have to add them back into their correct positions, and because they overlap, it's already perfect in that sense. And then, oh boy, let me think. And then what we're going to do, we're going to have a little change to the animation. So the anim, as it's nicknamed, into animation, it's just concatenated format, anim. Anim currently has empty info edit. And for whatever reason, this is empty, but we're seeing info statuses. Don't know why. I actually don't know why. So I believe those two are backwards for whatever reason in the code. So let's have a see if we can spot this. Unless it's just something as simple as flicking a bit of code around. No. Right. I see it. Yep, it is as simple as this. So what it's doing here is the lists work as follows: ensure list and delete list. So if info, ensure info only. Delete empty, delete edit. Else if edit, ensure edit, delete empty, delete info. Else, ensure empty, delete info, delete edit. Right. Edit's empty, and yet if I'm on edit... Oh, I'm not, this is info. Okay, no, this is right, So it already works that way, so why the fuck does empty not work? 1 minute. I'm gonna edit this, because this is dumb. Give me this. I'm copying this line of code, and we're making it an extra. delete that. Else if empty. Right. Do this. Delete that. Ensure. Okay, if I go over there now. Right, cool. Cool. Okay, hang on. It's like reading line by line, not knowing what you're looking for. Oh, we're running core, and core is... But core's not got it in it. You know what? Give me this. Okay, what in this list is, you know, important? Just that's core now, right? Okay. Perfect. Let's reopen this. Let me open a notepad, preferably ++, yeah. I want to put the list of things we deleted from that in there for a minute, in case I write something. Aha, so yeah, you see, now we have just a list of things we wanted to keep. Well, module title, subtitle, output. All of this needs to go in info, right? So, there we go. Update. Apparently updating doesn't work. I have to relaunch every time just to get it to... Oh, what did I break? Oh, missing a... Yep, no, it didn't. It did work, the update, guys. It just didn't work because I missed a comma. It's because the game was already running, the comma issue got fixed in its own right. There, right, okay. Flick through. Boom, 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 boom. Good, okay. Now then, in the info only, you want type. That's it, just type. So I flick to info. Does this always have to be relaunched just for its time? This is going to get tedious if that's really the case. No, it's not. Strange. Okay. Well, type's there. Type's just not working. Interesting. Okay, stop, 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 stop. Am I being stupid here? Oh. Wait a minute. Did I... Okay, nope, I know what. I know what it is. Did I cock this up? You bet I did. How did I manage that shit? So. Type isn't in a list at all. So it's being deleted repeatedly. So it's creating and deleting it so fast I don't see it. How did I miss that? So basically, right, when we're on info, it's adding info, deleting info. Not deleting info, adds info, deletes the edit, deletes empty. When it's edit, it deletes empty, deletes info, adds edit. When it's empty, it does the same. However, because I'm an idiot, I forgot to delete the other list. If in theory that is the case, which it looks like it is. Simply just making sure it says delete list instead of ensure. Oh my god. Something went wrong there. What is wrong with that? No. 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 That broke the anchoring somehow. I don't know how. That's how the game actually runs zooming, by the way. Yeah, no. Something's wrong with you, buddy. I don't know what's wrong with it, but something's wrong with it. I do that. Yeah, deletes it. Which is better than what it was doing a second ago. Right. Okay. Relaunch the game. We're going to intentionally click on the button that has the type visible. And it doesn't show it. Why? Because type is in empty, is my guess. Yeah. Yep, there's the issue. And because they overlap, that's our whole issue. So things that overlap need to go in core so they don't get deleted. Type's one of those things. So we're going to put type in core. And that won't delete then. Okay, that's fine. Update. In theory. Yep. This isn't an empty lot. I don't know why it says it is an empty lot. Strange. But that's not the biggest issue right now. The biggest issue is it was deleting itself. And now it's not. So at least we got that worked out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the subtitle module title, cut them, put them in core as well. Update core. There we go, so we can see them. Then I need you. It's pause prod? No, it's build pause button. So that's the physical button, and then it's build. Is it pause prod? It's pause prod, isn't it? That's the text name. Yeah. The stupid text name, but it's the text name. So check that. Cool. Okay. If you're wondering, chat, what we're basically doing here is I've built the code to be able to handle that. Also, because this has now got a bug with it, it's able to be locked in place. The reason why this wasn't locking in place before and was zooming with us is because it will only lock one of them, meaning anything that's not the original value, not original object will be scaled with the scene regardless, but it will anchor it still, but it won't fix its size. It'll basically do half the code because the code's set to only have one of those objects. And what it should have been doing is deleting it, but I suspect the code was adding it back as quick as it's being deleted, therefore we weren't seeing it physically. But I reckon if you slowed it down enough that you're frame by frame, it was disappearing, reappearing so quickly. In fact, yes, it was, because I can see in the logs, and it took 7.1 milliseconds to be deleted and re-added on loop. In other words, divide that by 2, and that's how long it got rid of and re-added it. And that's how long it took the log to register it, bear in mind, so it's probably even faster than that. So slowing it down to like maybe 20 times, decrease the speed, you'd be able to see it. Assuming YouTube will let you do that, which I highly doubt. And I'm not recording, so I can't do it in editor either, so... But yeah, no, it's a bit wild. Let's have a see then. So we want now to get this construct button to do something. So we're going to do that. I need to first check if... Why can't I see this? Right, so what we're going to do, we've got the assets, I was just trying to find it. So we need to map out the buttons. That's going to be a little complicated, but we can solve that. And then also... Hang on a minute. Wait. Oh yeah, is there. Right, okay. No, I thought I was going blind for a second. Yeah, that's fine. So... right, okay, I see. So it's going to be a little complicated. Right, let me show stream real quick. Let me show you guys why it's going to be complicated and how we're going to solve this. So, there you go. We have this one enabled by default in the image. It looks a bit blurry in here, it's not pixel perfect. But yeah, so these are all set to like a disabled effect in the image. Don't ask me why UI designed it that way, because I don't remember why. So the button will have a static image that goes on top of that, instead of doing the stupid idea of what we did prior, which was this would say one item, so V1, V2, V3, 4, 5, 6, however many, 12 Vs in this case, 12 images. That's stupid. We have the same image just loading where it needs to go. And then, now I'm stuck on what I want to do. And then we'll have it in such a way the text will overlay on top of that. That shouldn't be an issue. Does that sound logical to you guys? Do you think that sounds logical, or am I going crazy? It's a way I've been doing it for a while now. It's definitely better than having it have 12 images. We know that much, because this is 12.9 kilobytes, so you know, the game gets bigger and bigger and we keep doing that method, it will... I mean, the size will be based on the fact that we're doing that stupidity. And how big is the actual game files right now? This is unexported. This isn't with the export. How big are you? 100 megabyte. Huh. Actually more compact, because we're not doing that same method. That is cool. Well... Right, let's switch back to the game anyway. So, what I'm going to do for a second here now, I'm going to turn on the code for this. We're going to turn on the construct button code. Currently it's commented out. I need to find the commented out section. It would actually not be that hard, really, because it's commented out somewhere in here. It shouldn't be rocket science, right? He says. So, currently, the only functions we're having enabled in our list of functions, which is cool, is the B1 to B6 icons, which is these. So let's work this out, shall we? I want to enable the back button, so set. So I'm writing this down. We're going to write down what we're going to do, and then we're going to do it. So when we click back, obviously we want to go back. We want to just hide the build menu, not do an escape. An escape hides all. See? We don't want that. We want it to be quite simple, quite straightforward. If I click escape, I want it to only... Sorry, if I click back, I want it to only hide the build menu. And later on, I will think about changing back to exit in that case, to be more clear. So I guess the easy way of doing that is just to have it trigger the error status, and I'm fine with that. And then we've got this building pause button, this one. If that's on empty, if the status is empty, what we're going to do is it'll trigger the what's it called? Can't remember what it's called now. What are you called? Does anyone remember what I was on about earlier? The edit page, the edit status. We'll just add them for now. So that's what we're going to write out. And then we need to do the rest after. So that means wiring up these. Now, you two exist, you don't. And the reason this doesn't exist, and I remember this now, that doesn't exist purely because when I was editing around with it, I came up with the idea that, and hear me out here, chat, that it should have a cooldown. So, you know, a building's not just suddenly going to disappear. Like, you know, what's the guy off the Looney Tunes guy called? What's he called? What's his fucking name? Sam? Yosemite Sam. Yeah, exactly. So, like, you're going to click deconstruct. The building's not just going to suddenly go, oh, I don't exist anymore. You can build again. Because, you know, Yosemite Sam is going to rock up with his big stick of dynamite the same day and, you know, jobs are good and bang. It's not as simple as that. So, yeah. That's where this will come in handy, and we'll do it that way. Oops, I've just opened 5M. Yay. Let's give it a minute to clear 5M. FiveM's now updating. We're off to a fucking great start there, aren't we? Damn it. There we go. 5M's cleared. Took a minute. So, what I've already wrote for this, for the build parts, we go back over here. It will need a restart for the game, but all it's going to do is, it's called the build view var. I know, fucking fancy name, it's a variable. And when the button's pressed, it'll just change its edit. Simple string like that. If it was clicked and the build var is false, do nothing. Simple as pie. As for the back button, when that's pressed, it will change the building to false, do nothing, and return it to this disappearing but this staying. Is this my Ukrainian teacher messaging me? Hmm. Right, what's I doing? Oh, yeah, turn on the function. We're gonna try it live. Okay, I take it back, it works. No, it kind of doesn't though, because why the frick is shit showing up in the edit? Edit's empty, right? If I do this, I'm kind of curious. That looks wonderful, wonderful. Jeez, it's horrible. Okay, so you keeps pinging me because you are doing my head in. Like they heard me say that and decided to ping me again. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of core, because core's gonna make this horrible. Reason why, I'm going to explain it. Core's a great idea when you've got them all at least overlapping, but with the edit, it's just not going to work. So we've got rid of core, it's going to error on that. Bingo, no core defined. That's fine, because I'm going to just remove core. So we're going to replace... find it. Okay, there we go. Now, is that ever going to persist still? Yeah, give me a second. That's actually going to be an actual error where I need to go in and clear it. 1 minute. It's a big chunk of stuff missing. It's not going to like it missing. So we need to go and tell it why it's missing. And then also write down why it's missing in case it comes up again and I'm like, why did I do that? Because that's very possible in the future. Tell me on. 6:10. So I do need to nip down to the office soon, guys. So I do need to like pop my head in there before they all disappear. It's only down the hallway to be fair, so I will do that at some point. I'll go be like, yo, can you do this? Can you do this? Because tomorrow's Thursday and I suspect there's stuff here for me, he says. Not so sure. Do I have an email to tell me that? Oh. Payment declined. You know, Amazon, that ticks me off. You've had how long to tell me payment was declined? 1 minute, guys. That's so stupid. Okay. I'll use a different card. Oh, payments declined because it's an old card. But it took so long and like, it was supposed to be shipped today. And the stupid thing is, it shows up on my payment record. So I might need to keep my eye on that, otherwise I've paid for that anyway. And that would be annoying. In fact, yeah, it shows it right there. Strange. Right. Oh. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah, no. Amazon. Sign in. Yeah. An error on that, isn't it? Nope. It went in. Cool. Cool. Do 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 do. Okay, revised payment is due today. Yeah, no, add new payment method. Okay, cool. That worked. Continue. This is so annoying. I need this today and it's not here because of this. More annoying that I got a new card and it's got the same exact 4 digits at the end. Somehow that miracle happened on the fucking Potomac. So then I have this shit to deal with. Arriving tomorrow. Okay, no, I can live with that. That's fine by me. That's fine. So does this show up in my... Oh, you bet it does. Great. You know what's happy about the video, guys? My credit score finally getting to where I wanted it. Which is funny, because in my entire time at college, for example, I was using that thing the correct way. Like every month it would go up 5 points. This month, 31 points. I was like, damn. I'm actually curious now. If I was to use the score predictor, how much is it going to go up again? Let's just say I keep it balanced where it is. %0 change? Is that a joke? Wow, my score will not change. That is some next level villain shit. Just, oh, your score's good? It sucked for you, bro. Well, I guess it's not that bad. Try that. So the error's cleared. That doesn't work good. Fuck you. These show up, but that's fine, that's fine. The edit's not been edited yet. But it's working. Ooh, what was that jank shit? So... Oh, it's not in the exact position. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Right, that's an easy fix. We can do that with the editor now. Yes, we can. Do 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 do. La di di la di da. Where's the error? New project. And we're just going to drag in these two layers. But can we do it directly? Fix it live? I don't see why not. Save. Yeah. Now that won't update live, I don't think, in all honesty. No. But if I rerun the game, that change has already taken effect, so... Bingo. That was something to fix. Honestly. That was something. Right, let me just quickly. Do you have the tracking? Sure. There's no point telling me the package is due for me and I don't have a tracking link. Alright. Cool. Right, we're going to take a quick break and I'm going to get ready to go down and see the people in the office and live them for a minute. When I come back, in fact, we'll stop streaming for a bit. We're going to stop here. We're going to have a second stream today later on. We're going to play some games later. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit.